I would just Butch just talked about kind of using a lot of different arms, doing those things as a hitter and a catcher. How, do you think that's a positive for you guys going into the weekend to give this Tennessee team a bunch of different looks and see how they respond?
Yeah, I mean, for us in the midweeks, all of us hitters, we talk about how hard it is to hit in a midweek right now because, you never see the same guy twice. And going into a weekend, you get to learn, what their starter and what their game plan is against you. And seeing so many arms, a game plan can switch, depending on what the pitcher's strengths are. And I think if you look at our staff, like, and you look at us in spurts, it's like, man, we have Parker Carlson really shove for 2 to 3 innings. Will Cannon can come in for 2 innings and be electric. And, Tanner's right there too. And so you look at our staff as a collective, like, man, we're so much better in numbers than we are individually. And, when we take that approach into a weekend, I think we're going to be really successful.
Ike, what does it mean to this team to have a freshman like Cade starting to step up now as you get into the heart of the schedule?
I mean, I think Cade he's really tooled up, and it's like, can he stay out of his own way and just let his tools shine? And that's the biggest thing for a freshman in this league is, who cares what happens? You just let your tools shine, and you see that across the league with all these freshmen. The kid from A&M last week, like he let his tools shine, and so that's, if Cade can just keep letting, his God-given abilities go, then I think we're going to be really pleased with what we see.
Ike, as a catcher, talk about the challenge of catching perhaps a different guy every inning.
I don't think it's going to be that, difficult right now just because, we've seen these guys. We've worked with them all fall, all spring. We know what they do best and what, their strengths are and their weaknesses are and, where they're going to miss and where they're going to paint pitches. And so, I'm really looking forward to this weekend, seeing new guys out there being able to compete in short spurts because, nobody – unless somebody has an unbelievable outing, they're going to be out there for a short amount of time. So we get to see their best, in 2 to 3 innings.
Ike, you guys battled till the end at Texas A&M, going 12 innings on Saturday. You come back and struggle a little bit against UAB and then have that big eighth. What is it about this team that, despite maybe not having the success you would expect or want, you guys keep going out there and fighting?
Yeah, I mean, our goal as an offense is just to score one more run than the other team, and our goal as a pitching staff is to just let up one less run than we score. And so it's, keeping that same mentality. And you saw it on Saturday against A&M. We were down big pretty early, and, we kept finding a way, and our pitchers, didn't let the lead get out of hand. And so we kept finding a way. And same thing with yesterday. We were down early. And then, we just kept going and going. And, you look up at the scoreboard and you see UAB only scored in the first and the third. And it's like in the middle innings, 5 through 7, our pitching staff put up zeros. And then, our offense cracked through and put up a 7 spot. And so it's little things like that. Like, if we give up a lead early, can our pitching staff hold it? Because our offense is good enough to always come back.
Ike, when you start throwing guys out, trying to steal, sometimes that's a deterring factor. It keeps teams from wanting to run. How important has that been when you've had some strike them out, throw them out double plays, and people are respecting what you are doing defensively?
I mean, I think, that's what we practice. And, me and BT have really worked on this whole year is no matter what jump they got, throw the same throw. And sometimes, early in the season I struggled with that. You look at Eastern Kentucky, Game 3, they still steal against Carson Myers, and I lose one into center field because I tried to be so fast. And, I think it's taken a little bit of experience and learning just to realize that, every throw is going to be around a 1-9 to a 2 flat every time, no matter the jump. And if I can just do that, then it'll be pretty successful.
And one more about your ability to not try to pull everything. Mm-hmm. How have you developed that you're so good going opposite field and maybe not fall into the trap of trying to hit everything to right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I was skinny, and so me pulling balls, didn't go over the fence. So, I had to find a way to, where is the most hits in baseball? And, we have an alumni here, play baseball here, who says, it's Scholarship Alley in those alleys in the outfield. And so just trying to, hit it where it's pitched. And, my whole approach is I'm I'm at my best when I go to left center field. And so if I can just stay there and not worry about the pull side, because the game will take me there, and just focus on, being on time and doing what I should do to pitches that are thrown on the outer half, I think, that's a recipe for success.